Hey everyone, Chris with Kentucky Woodsman Channel. Today I want to take a minute and I want to show you some of the modifications that I have made to my Sundolphin Aruba 10 kayak. Now everyone knows an Aruba 10 is one of the cheaper kayaks out there, and right now that's what I have in all my kayaks are just cheaper kayaks. There's nothing expensive about any of them. With that being said, they don't have some of the options that I would like to have on a kayak, and they lack a lot in comfort. So I've made some modifications to my Aruba 10. I would actually go as far as to say, and I'm not saying this to be bragging, I just really am pleased with the modifications I made. I hear a lot of talk on the internet that, oh, this modification's bad, this modification's good, and this and that, and everything. Well, these modifications all work. They're tried and they're tested in the water on the river, and they work great. So let's see what I got. Okay, the first mod I made was I installed this bungee cord lash down system on the front of it. I kept running out of places to put stuff whenever I was going down the river. I got tired of it and I went ahead and bought one of these kits and I installed it. The kit's about $12 from the internet. You can get it at eBay or you can get it on Amazon, either one. Like I said, about $12, and it's real easy to install. Takes very minimal tools, just very basic tools. It's definitely a recommended modification. The second thing I did is I installed a compass. I don't know that I use it. I like the idea of having it though. It's kind of nice to know what direction you're going in and everything. So, and basically that's just a cheap automobile compass. You can get it at any of the auto parts stores, any of the big box stores, just about any place like that. Like I said, that's one of those, I don't know if you need it or not, but it does occasionally provide some assistance. The next thing I did was you can go to any of the big box stores and you can buy a stadium seat pad. These are about $3 to $4. I trimmed it to match the seat pattern in the Aruba 10 and I glued it down. This makes a huge difference. You can buy seat pads on eBay or Amazon, either one, and to me they're way more expensive than they need to be, and this works great. Does a very good job. I highly recommend it. Now this right here isn't so much of a modification as it is an option, but I would highly recommend everyone get them a paddle leash. If you ever lose a paddle when you're going down the river, you'll know why I'm saying that. Alright, the next thing I did was I have double-sided taped using the really heavy-duty car body molding tape to mount it down. I've been permanently installed a waterproof box. That proves handy to keep keys in, proves handy to keep your phone in. It does a very good job of keeping things dry, and you don't lose it if you flip the kayak. Another thing I have done is I have used the Great Stuff foam, and I have filled in all the voids of the kayak, basically sealing off all the areas where water could get in. And I'll show you why I did that here shortly. The next modification that I made. Now I don't know how many people out there actually make videos of their kayaking trips, but I do a lot. And I needed a camera mount, so I made one. This is stainless steel. It's got just a typical GoPro mount on the top of it. And I made the block. Now this one's a little more labor intensive, and you will need special tools to do this with, so this might be a little harder to do. But it does prove handy. It does work great. Will not rust. Just an excellent little camera mount. And here's the final modification. You hear everyone talking about cutting the tray out of their kayaks, and all you hear is people say, oh, it's going to sink, it's going to sink, you're making your kayak unsafe. And I do have a tendency to agree with that, but it can be made be safe if you do it the right way. This is a 10-inch hatch. Once again, you can get it on the internet several different places. This hatch actually has a storage bag in it that you can keep your smaller items. And what I have done, if you can see, I have sealed the inside of the kayak. So ultimately, this is about as dry of a storage compartment as you're going to get on a kayak. That didn't come that way from the factory. Basically what I did was I took a piece of Lexan, I traced it out, and I cut it to the same size as the inside of this hatch. Once I got it cut out, I went ahead and cut my hole for my hatch. I sealed, got gasket material in here to seal everything up, screwed everything down. This is a 10-inch hatch. You have plenty of room to get tents and dry bags and all that in there. It does a very, very good job. One of the arguments I hear about doing modifications to the Aruba 10s, and I guess people do have a point, is it is a cheap kayak. Is it really worth investing money in? Well, in my opinion, it is. I mean, I bought the kayak. I had no intentions on selling it. In order to make it the way I want it to be, I had to make some modifications because it just simply did not suit me the way it was. But now with these modifications, it is a completely different kayak. It's much better as far as overnight trips go. It's much better as far as being comfortable. It will do everything, or most everything, that a far more expensive kayak will do. But maybe it's just not as tough. I guess that would probably be the biggest downfall of the Arubas. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments below. If you like this video, if it's been of some assistance to you, if you see something you like, please like the video and please subscribe to my channel. It is much appreciated. And everyone, we'll see you on down the river.